No. The world would be easy if we got that every week. I'm afraid that doesn't happen. You wouldn't like it every week because your league would be over on the Christmas and you don't have no jobs. You don't have to go home. It'd be a waste of time. So we can't really expect that. So Santanta would think, well, what a waste of money. I'll go somewhere else. Go and watch the Finnish league. So we can't do that. But
has that maybe been a slight problem in that you have so many creative players to try and get the right balance there with them?
Well, I think you have as long as the creative players understand what defending means, and it doesn't mean crashing into tackles, getting into positions and making sure you block off passes to people. So as long as they understand what they're doing in that, it's not a problem. Creative players are fine, as long as they're creating for the team and the creativity is basically for the team and not for themselves. And that's what I've had, you know. And I wished, as you say, if every game was 5-0, it'd be brilliant. I'd go on holiday now and tell the boys to get home with it. Wait for the bonus coming in. But I know there's got to be days like this. You know, if anybody imagines it's got to be 5-0 a day, and you've got to see some of the football you seen the other night there, you might as well switch off now, because that's not going to happen. Conditions, teams determine how it's got to go. Today will be a cup tie.
Is that why maybe you've brought in John Hartson today?
John has been brought in. Beattie's not been left out with his performances, that's for sure. John's been brought in because of the circumstances that I think will determine what wins the game today.
And a chance to go top?
Yeah. Well, never spoke about that yet, to be honest with you, because we know that doesn't matter when you go top. It'd be nice to do that, but as long as you get a performance, then fine. A performance that, you know, everybody does 100% in terms of closing down and working for the team, and hopefully our technical level can shine through at times.
Gordon, thanks very much and all the best today.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, Craig and I are contemplating renting a flat in Helsinki if Gordon Strachan's forecast comes true and we end up covering the Finnish league. But Celtic's level of performance recently, Craig, has been strong, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been gradually improving as the seasons went along, and you know what Gordon Strachan has got is options. You know,
although that disappoints Gordon Chisholm, he's had to make these changes while leading it.
Gordon Strachan at the moment's got an abundance of players to pick in. The customary 4-4-2 situation, a pairing of Hartson and Sutton up front, experience.
For Celtic, they've got youngsters too, and Wallace, Beattie and McGeady, and Stephen Pearson is also there. And did he... So the team's in the tunnel, the two captains, Paul Ritchie and Neil Lennon, ready to emerge here. And all the odds indicate that Celtic should be in a very happy hunting ground. An amazing record. Dundee United have only won one of the last 35 meetings in all competitions between the two sides. Quite remarkable. So from that familiar position in the corner of the ground at Tannadice, the players emerge. And one of them is young Gary Kenneth, who's just 18 years old. He played his first game in February in the Cup against Queen of the South. And he's already faced John Hartson. The result of his joust that time was a black eye, and the defeat. He's already said he'd welcome another black eye so long as his team wins.
Well, what can you say about this guy? It's goals all through his career, 98 goals in 175 appearances for Celtic, looking to hit that 100 mark. Will he stay? Will he go? Always conjecture around John Hartson whether he's fit enough or not fit enough, but always scoring goals.
So a big day for Gordon Chisholm. They've lost just one league game here at Tannadice this season against Hearts by 3-0. 4 draws and a victory against Livingston. That's the record here. Only lost 5 goals though at Tannadice in the league. So he'll be hoping that his defence is as solid as ever. Eric McInnes there on the bench. Alan Freeland is the man in charge. 9 games this Gordon Strachan. Things have turned around from that horrible start against Armeria Bratislava, and then the 4-goal draw, 4 apiece at Motherwell. Now facing the prospect of being top of the league for the first time. So familiar Celtic pre-match huddle. They prepare for this great opportunity. And I wonder, Mark, to what extent past records play in the minds of players.
Well, they do, I think, especially the side that's on the poor end of the record. But I think Celtic and Gordon Strachan, I think they'll be pretty confident coming into this. They've been scoring goals, had a great result in midweek. And what better incentive than to come here to go top of the table. You've got John Hartson back, you've got Petrov scoring goals. The pairing up front of Sutton and Hartson is a scary one on the best of days. Young Kenneth, we're looking forward to this one.
So the highly experienced pairing of Hartson and Sutton get the match underway, and already we can tell you that the Dundee United back three has been reshuffled in the absence of McCracken. The responsibility of being a spare man in the middle goes to Paul Ritchie, the captain. Gary Kenneth is on the right and Alan Archibald on the left. So Robson and Nakamura there, but Archibald steps in. It's Jim McIntyre and Samuel. A chance here to take on Balde. Well, Colin Samuel preferred to Lee Miller in the absence of David Fernandez. That is quite significant, Mark.
Yeah, good battle that way today. Colin Samuel, Balde, two powerful players. And Samuel very, very quick. And if that is one of the weaknesses, should we say, of Balde, pace. He does not have that in abundance, so Colin Samuel hopefully getting up the side of him today.
That's Kenneth's first contribution. Turned a very good pass to McIntyre, although he was offside. The flag is up on the far side. So, free kick it is to Celtic.
A fortunate piece of passage of play there. If the referee lets that go, Sean Maloney's in the clear. Linesman doing a favour there for Dundee United.
Telfer never present for Celtic this season. It's helped on there by Canero. That's Robson, now Mark Kerr. He was outstanding last week at Falkirk, but apparently not quite so dominant in midweek at Aberdeen. There's Telfer with a header. Here's Lennon. Sutton screening the ball from Archibald. Fine play by Sutton. Petrov, the man very much in form. That's Nakamura's pass. Good play from Celtic. The short one though, cut off there by Samuel's pace. And here's Wilson now on the break. Samuel against Camara. Two very quick players. That was good play there by Samuel, and Camara's deflection was kept in by Boric.
Yeah, that's good work from Colin Samuel there. We've seen him up the right-hand side already. Now he's up the left-hand side. Just plenty of confidence just to knock the ball past Camara there. Just whipping the ball in, wee deflection there. And Boric doing well just to keep the ball in play.
Yep, no argument there. Well, real aerial threat here. We heard Gordon Strachan before the match saying Craig Beattie was not on his side because he thought certain other tactics might win this match. There's Hartson's cross, a very good one. Beyond Maloney and cleared up now by Wilson. But clearly, I think Markey anticipates a lot of balls into Hartson and Sutton in the air.
Oh, you would expect that. I mean, Celtic pretty direct when they were building the play-up.
Once again, Boric is quick to the ball and has gone out this time. The linesman's flag says that's a corner kick. Boric is not happy. He was so determined to avoid a corner initially.
I tell you what, he did very, very well here. Initial mistake, keeping the ball in, did fantastic, but then quick thinking there from Peter Canero, nearly caught that man out.
So a corner kick for Barry Robson to take for Dundee United. Good in swing and it came on Sutton. It's an own goal. United have the lead.
What a fantastic delivery. We've seen it week in, week out. Barry Robson. It's a very, very difficult ball to defend against, but delivery makes the goal here. You say getting the ball in there. If it takes a deflection off a defender or a striker, it's goal bound. And it's Chris Sutton just getting caught the wrong side. The goalkeeper with no chance whatsoever there. Flashing past the goalkeeper's left hand, near post. It's Dundee United, first effort on goal, 1-0 into the lead.
Well, Chris Sutton, we've seen him so frequently running at the near post for corner kicks for Celtic and scoring. And his head was hanging instantly there when that found the net. There's Gary Kenneth launching that beyond Rosette even, bouncing back off the back of the stand.
What it shows you though, Joe, you get yourself a defender or an attacker defending a corner like that, the wrong side of the ball. It's vicious swerve on the ball. It's very, very difficult to control a header. It's coming in with so much pace. It's very, very difficult. Here you see it, just flashing in. Chris Sutton just drifted the wrong side of the ball, but has to head the ball. No chance for the goalkeeper.
Well, it really sets up a match and a half now. Well, it's now 280 minutes since Dundee United lost a goal here at Tannadice in the league. Quite incredible. And the offside flag is up against Jim McIntyre. So now Gordon Strachan with a lot of food for thought, and for Dundee United the best possible launch pad, no question about that.
John Chisholm for the last 2 or 3 games will be delighted the way his team have defended as well. John conceded a goal for the last 2 home games.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a goal kick now to United. Derek Stilley can take that, and for Gordon Chisholm the ideal start without question. The last time United beat Celtic was in August 1999. A 2-1 victory here. It was Celtic's first defeat under John Barnes. And the last time they scored the opening goal was in December 1999, but they didn't actually win the match that time. In fact, they lost by 3-2. There's Robson now with a header.
Always say, Doc, as well about taking your chances. I mean, that's the first chance on goal that Dundee have had. And I think we'll be delighted with that fact.
Sutton seeing up there for Nakamura, wanted more time on the ball, and Clare will allow. And a handball there, giving a free kick to Dundee United. So the game being compressed into that central area, which will suit Dundee United, I think, better than Celtic. Nakamura demonstrated on Wednesday night against Motherwell how effective he is given any space at all on the ball. That's Petrov's header out. Now Kenneth. I think very highly of young Kenneth here at Tannadice. Obviously do. He's played in the cup final already. In fact, was the man who tripped Craig Bellamy for the Celtic penalty kick, which Chris Sutton missed. Hamden, way back in May. This is Bredman. On the far side is Wilson. Headed away by McManus. That's Archibald. Camera's header out. Sutton teeing it up there for Lennon. Celtic anxious to calm down and start the passing movements from midfield. Off goes Camera. Caught there by the challenge of Peter Canero.
That's Camera, as we expect. Canero chasing back there, just catching Kamara. We expect him to be bombing up and down that left-hand side for the whole game, as you expect. But I think it's important that Dundee maintain this sort of tempo. They started at a good pace, not letting Celtic settle on the ball, denying space in that midfield area where we know Celtic are very, very strong and build from. And I think that's what Chisholm will be driving at.
I think that's why it's a 5-man midfield, but in part, so that they can get 3 narrow midfield players on Petrov and Lennon. They've got Canero, Kerr and Brevett, all very energetic players, but that's Hartson's touch let him down. Covering player was Robson. Here's Samuel. Bundled over by Balde's strength.
Yeah, super play there by the striker. Ball just knocked in. You say he's a big strong boy, Colin Samuel. He's prepared to just let the ball come into him and let Baldy come on top and win the free kick, take the pressure off his side.
So Paul Ritchie here with the short free kick to Archibald. From off Telfer. Lennon gives it straight to Kerr. There's Kennan. And he has Wilson there. Well, the referee still nothing wrong with that. An accidental little collision there with Camara in his view. Here's Sutton linking with Clarkson and Nakamura. Telfer overlaps. Here's Paul Telfer. Now Sutton. Very good at setting up the play from there. Here's Maloney trying to find a shooting chance. Still Maloney. Goes down under the pressure there from Gary Kenneth, and the United supporters giving Maloney a bit of stick for going down the way he did. Certainly didn't look like a penalty.
That's good play from Maloney, just knocking the ball there. So see that one again from another angle, but that looks pretty close. That didn't look like there was much ball taken.
Not much of an argument either from the Celtic players, though. There's Mark Kerr doing some tidy work in the middle of the field. It's played long by Kenneth, who used the pace of Samuel. The ball skidding off the wet surface. Well, Sean Maloney was very agile and nimble around that penalty box. Look at this again.
No, absolutely nothing on that ball whatsoever from the young defender. I think Sean Maloney has a case there.
Yeah, that certainly suggests he did have a case, no question. I thought there was contact on the ball, but there clearly wasn't. So Sean Maloney upset. There's Vladimir Romanov, the owner of Hearts, looking on with a very relaxed appearance. Header by Telfer, that's Lennon playing it back. Interesting how Celtic made very little of that, didn't they, that penalty shout. Here's Maloney. Against the foul this time. Brought down by Wilson. Regular teammates, the under 21 international team, these two. It's too long from camera. Nakamura being bowled over there onto the mud by Barry Robson. Welcome to Dundee.
I think that's one thing I've been impressed with Barry Robson over the past. His defensive qualities. We know how good he is going forward with his deliveries and free kicks, but defensively very, very good.
And neither man is very good with a set piece. Shunsuke Nakamura and Alan Phelan looking very carefully at what's happening inside the box as Nakamura lines this up. A very good ball in and extremely good defending there by Alan Archibald. The foul given against Chris Sutton anyway, but Archibald deserves great credit here.
Absolutely fantastic defending from Archibald here. A wee little nudge from the Celtic striker, but Archibald just getting there, watching the ball all the way. Crashing into his own defender. Good defending.
Yeah, it was Paul Ritchie who actually got his head to it eventually, but it was Archibald who was looking after Sutton. Manus with a header. It's not the kind of service John Hartson prefers when he is asked to run into corners. It's a ball played to feet or in the air. Back with Kenneth. Long and hopeful, and certainly causing no difficulty for Celtic. And Kenneth, this is Telfer with lots of space to advance into. Nakamura's found space for himself very well in midfield. That's good play. Here's Kamara. Aiming for Hartson. Good marking again by Archibald. That's Petrov. Well, it's with a marvellous hat-trick in midweek. Hartson very well marked there by Archibald.
Fantastic ball in there from Kamara, up into the last third again. Good defending again there. Alan Archibald getting his head on that again. Will be pleased to bits with the start he's had.
Skidding off Telfer straight to Samuel. Well, that's very good play by Samuel. He's away from two players. Canero now closed down by Petrov. There's Samuel again trying to test Arthur Borac in goal. Well, there's no question. Dundee United are in the mood all right.
Yeah, that man there started the game very well. Used to coming off the bench to try and help his team, but getting a start. Not afraid to have a shot. Big strong boy. We've seen it now. Balls have been knocked into his feet. Just using his physique to get the ball around defenders.
Sutton screening it brilliantly, looking there for Maloney and for Petrov. Well, he's finding the positions all right, Petrov, but he hasn't yet found his shooting boots.
It's ominous. Petrov just getting himself into the game now. It's two in the last 2 minutes, just getting himself into that box. His customary run in. Just the finishing that's letting him down at the moment. And 4 goals in the last 2 games, a hat-trick in midweek. A man banging form.
Still his kick out, aimed for Robson. Poulter with a bang in the face there. Seems to have recovered though, as Celtic try to build on the left with Kamara. There's John Hartson. Back it comes to Stilley. Well, United were determined, I thought, initially when they scored the goal, to make sure they were very tight around the midfield, not to allow Celtic back in the game quickly. And but for that penalty shot from Maloney, they have coped very well indeed.
I think they've just weathered that 5 or 10 minutes. You would probably expect a reaction after Celtic, after scoring, conceding a goal.
Now Sutton. Supported here by Maloney. Block was made by Wilson. The United fans giving Maloney some stick for going down. Not a penalty situation, but when they have another look, they may think that they're being harsh on him. Maloney's corner, and Baldy was up there, so too was Sutton. Perhaps got in each other's way.
That's a chance and a half, that, Joe. See this ball, another great delivery again from Maloney, but that is a chance, a very, very good chance. Looked like Sutton could have been bowled it, but I think it was that man there trying to make amends for the own goal. But a great opportunity.
It was Sutton, but I think Baldy had a great opportunity. Had Sutton not touched that, he was plumb in front without being marked at all. That's good covering play there by Ritchie. The clearance not quite so decisive though. Petrov battles to win it back. Here's Telfer. Oh, it's a great dummy. That's Hartson, and that's the equaliser. Terrific striking play between Sutton and Hartson. And Sutton has one apiece.
Fantastic play. How many times do we see that? The link up. Super ball into Sutton. We saw it last week. So many occasions, but that is why that man is in the side, and that's why he's got 99 goals now for Celtic. It's his first chance of the game. Thank you very much. Make the keeper make a save. Should be stopping that. He's getting a good hand to it, but hitting the target, getting his team right back into this game there. Great finishing. Always hitting the target. His 99th now for Celtic. Can he make it 100?
And his 9th goal of the season, despite being on the bench for the last 4 matches, having some injury problems. Well, a perfect reply there from Celtic, demonstrating very clearly their aspirations to be league leaders at the end of the day. Sutton challenged well by Kenneth. Petrov did well. This is Hartson again. Block was made by Ritchie. Here's Sutton. Lennon supporting. Now Nakamura. Camara. Maloney. Much to overhit that ball from Maloney, but a lot of relief in the Celtic ranks, I'm sure, thanks to Hartson's goal.
Here's the goal again. Tougher on the ball, just sliding that ball in a simple step over. Probably a shout there from Hartson, as you would expect. Great link-up play. Link-up play at its very best.
Wide play by Petrov and by Lennon. Here's Camera, an upward pass for him to control. Little question mark perhaps about Derek Stilley for the goal, Mark?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's hit the targets well inside the post. Hartson, good hand to there. Be hypercritical. You know, if he gets a stronger hand to it, probably keeps it out. But I think give the credit to the goal scorer in the move there.
Played back by Archibald to Kenneth. That's good play from United. Here's Kerr. Looking there for McIntyre. It was won by McManus. The little flick there from Petrov. Nakamura has moved right across to the far side to overload for Celtic on the left. That's a good tackle by Archibald. Right in again to Petrov. Interception was made by Canero. It was intended for Maloney. That's Wilson. Now Samuel. Fine tackle by McManus. Beautifully timed.
Super defending there from McManus. Thought about going in close on there, and Samuel just checked his run and waited for the turn. Inch perfect.
Gary Kenneth steps in again. This is space on the left for Archibald. Archibald playing his 104th consecutive. Here's Canero. Boris is well out to flight it in. Needs a header, but it's won by McManus. Good defending again by Stephen McManus. And so too is Neil Lennon, very sharp with a block on Brebner.
Super play from Dundee United here. Ball just up the side of the centre half, but Buric just doing enough to to send the ball away from the goal, but that is half a chance.
That's good defending by McManus again, having a good start to the match for Celtic, and he too is in a very good run of appearances. His 15th consecutive match in central defence for Celtic. Now Petrov comes forward. Nakamura. Isn't showing too much of that to Brebna. Here's McIntyre. Good first touch. Not too long on the ball. McManus with a good challenge. Celtic have it again. It's a key phase in the game, you suspect. United under a bit of pressure now as Maloney sets off with a very good effort. Turned away by Stilley, but it was very troublesome, that ball from Maloney.
Good football all around there. This young man's made a good start to the game. Playing turned down, but a great strike, great save, good football. Super stuff, bouncing just in front of the goalkeeper. The keeper doing enough that time.
Well, referee Freeland is going to have words with one or two players who are doing a bit of jostling inside that penalty box. Nakamura has a short option to Lennon if he wants to use that. Going for the orthodox in-swinger. And it is another free kick. Robson and McManus clashed in the box.
They were the two that were coming together before the corner came in. His arms, hands, I think 6 of one and half a dozen there. And the referee falling on the side of the defender there.
Baldy's header, there's Barry Robson. Nakamura quickly in and Archibald, who wanted a little more time to deliver the ball, and Celtic would allow.
Yeah, I think Dundee United just guilty over the last 5 minutes of giving the ball away very, very cheaply, just like that there, just an aimless ball forward. Need to retain a little bit more possession, make a few more passes. Just encouraging sounds for the
very frequently indeed this season, at least 3 times, and still hasn't scored.
He's got an excellent
this season.
Excellent technique. The young man has with his left foot. You saw from the goal for Dundee United. You see, as you've just said, time and time again doing this.
Well, Robson's got the swerve and the craft. Alan Archibald, I can tell, he's got a lot of dig at his left foot too. Well, that was turned over by Lennon, and a very sensible clearance at that. A good free kick this.
Yeah, plenty of pace on it. It's going to go down. I think Boric is going to get it. Neil Lennon just getting that head on it, so it's safely over the top.
Everyone back except Nakamura for Celtic to defend this corner kick from Mark Wilson. Commanding goalkeeping by Boric. Well, remember, the man of the match competition here again. You win the signed shirt from that man of the match if your selection agrees with that of Mark Haitley at the end of the match. Here's what you have to do. Call 0901 65 65 515 from the Republic of Ireland, 1513 712 444. Remember that text address MOTMH or MOTMP space player's name to 85010, and the rest of luck for that. Here's Nakamura, tackled well by Kerr. Massive energy in midfield, Kerr. He thought he should have had a goal kick at that. I'm feeling this could be a really key phase in the match as Celtic press to go in front, and United are hanging on rather after the break start. Well, too high for everyone, including the flying Sean Maloney.
Good variation there. We've seen Celtic whip the ball in near post on a couple of occasions, and that one just floated to the smallest guy on the pitch, Sean Maloney at the far post.
Header on there by Maloney. This is Sutton. Maloney again. Camera goes off on a run outside him. Celtic have kept possession very well indeed, and they now have Telfer in space. Petrov. Was that handball by Brebna? Well, advantage allowed anyway. This is Nakamura. It's a fine ball in. Difficult one for Hart Robertson, but he tried very hard to turn it beyond Stilley.
It's a super pass. Nakamura here, just a little bit of checked hand side, just taking the ball away from Hartson. Difficult ball at the best of times on this surface.
Back it comes to Telfer. This is McManus. Now Lennon. Telfer. Well, that tells the story. Celtic growing in stature as the game unfolds. 60-40 possession. I reckon in the first 10 minutes that would have been much more even. Here's Camara. The block was made by Kenneth. You have the feeling, Mark, that United are on the ropes at the moment.
Yeah, they don't have to get hold of the ball, and when they do get hold of the ball, as I said before, they just keep giving the ball away. You know, that sort of ball just like that, aimlessly pumped forward, nowhere.
Camara returns the compliment there for Celtic to give Dundee United a chance to come forward with Brebner. Now McIntyre, a quiet match so far. That's a very good angle ball, intercepted well by Balde. Now Robson. Caught in two minds, I think, in trouble there by Lennon's presence. Good play by Lennon. Now Nakamura. Petrov has found space. He also has found Maloney. Well, it's dangerous allowing Maloney to come in like this. A deflection. It's home. The second goal for Celtic. Sutton got the touch.
As we were saying before the game, Hartson and Sutton, goals everywhere. These two. Great play from Sean Maloney. Had a good start to the game. A shot goal bound, instinctively putting his foot out there. Chris Sutton just to change the direction of the ball. Still absolutely no chance, but we could see that coming the last 10-15 minutes. Celtic have been on the ascendancy and getting that reward. It's Chris Sutton taking his team 2-1 into the league.
13th goal against Dundee United, only his second of the season. Ritchie's tackle breaks for Nakamura. Noise coming to the Celtic supporters now after that difficult start. Things looking much brighter. Telfer riser against Paul Ritchie. Took it full in the face. Referee going to check any damage to the United captain. Shrugs him aside. He's all right. Telfer in possession again. A real testing time for Dundee United. You do have pace up front though, and pace from midfield, and pace on the flanks from men like Wilson. A long way inside, playing that for Samuel. That's a very good turn! It's a brilliant goal by Samuel! United are back on level terms, and that was sensational.
What a reply that was. What a reply. That man, seen him, balls knocked into him, using that frame, using his backside to turn the defender. Wilson, the creator here, great run. There you go. Got the defender half turn, nothing on his mind. There you go, half turn onto his right foot, get the shot off. Budic, absolutely no chance whatsoever there at the near post. Pace and power, that's what that man is all about, Colin Samuel. His third goal of the season, team right back in it now.
All tails up now for United. Mark Wilson's contribution to that goal was outstanding. Here he goes again. Steve McManus will also be wondering just why or how he allowed Samuel to turn like that. That's a very bad tackle by Archibald, a very nasty one on Sutton. Demonstrating a high degree of frustration there, I think, Archibald. He's trying to make some kind of statement too.
If you want your manager telling you centre half to make tackles on key players, that's where you do it, on the halfway line, not on the edge of your own box.
Nakamura now, forward to Sutton, he's found space to angle that in, and Kenneth had to win that ahead of Petrov, who had stolen into the box. Good play by the youngster.
That's good play there from the young boy. It's a good ball into the far post, but kept his concentration, kept his eye on the ball.